Okay, so the next one we'll see classifications of cost by behavior. So behavior here, we classify the cost according to how they behave regarding levels of activity. So we have four types of behavior. Number one, fixed cost. Okay, so what is fixed cost? The cost remain unchanged over wide range of activities. So example is rent. So how many units you produce? Okay, if the rental per month is okay 10,000, rental per month is 10,000. So if 1 month you produce 1 unit, you have to pay 10,000. Okay, if you produce 2 unit, you have to pay 10,000. If you produce 11,000, you have to pay the rental 10,000. So other example is depreciation and insurance. Okay, so example here. Okay, level activity, number of unit produced 1,000, 2,005, 3,000, 5,000. So whatever units you produce, the fixed cost per month is still same, 3,005 for every month. Okay, and then calculate the cost per unit, fixed cost per unit. So total fixed cost 3,005 divided by unit, so you get 3 ringgit and 50 cents, 1 ringgit and 40 cents for 2,005 unit. 1.17 if you produce 3,000 and 70 cents when you produce 5,000. Okay, so now we refer to the diagrams. Okay, the diagrams here. Okay, this is the diagram for the total fixed cost. Okay, the y-axis is cost, x-axis level activity. So whatever quantity you produce, the cost for fixed cost is 2,005. So but it is until a certain relevant range only, the 3,005. Example, rental of factory. Let's say the maximum capacity of factory is 10,000 unit. If you produce more than 10,000 units, okay, if here is more than 10,000, let's say 11,000, okay, the cost is not 3,005 anymore. Okay, so it may increase because the capacity of the factory is maximum is 10,000. If you produce 11,000, you have to rent a bigger space. Bigger factory will incur bigger or the larger cost, so it will change. Okay, but for fixed cost per unit, it differs. Okay, so if you refer to here, when your level activity keep increasing, okay, your fixed cost per unit keep decreasing. Okay, so that's why when your level activity keep increasing, the cost keep decreasing. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, the from up to bottom. But this unit fixed cost, okay, this is unit fixed cost graph, cannot meet y-axis and x-axis because it never be zero for the unit fixed cost. Okay, the second one is the variable cost. So variable cost is the cost that vary in direct proportion to the changes of level activity. Example is raw material and direct labor. Okay, let's say you produce shirt. 1 unit of shirt need 2 meters of fabric. 2 meters is 20 ringgit. If you produce 2 units, the cost of material is 40 ringgit. If you produce 3 units, the cost is 60 ringgit. So it will vary, change. It will change direct proportion. It means increase unit 1, increase cost 20. So every unit increase, the cost will increase by 20 ringgit. So direct proportion. So if you refer example here, okay, so this is the unit produced. This is the total variable cost. Unit variable cost, that means 1,005 divided by 1,000, you get 1 ringgit and 50 cents. So every unit you produce, when you divide to get the variable cost per unit, it will give you the same quantity. So same here, okay, the same amount. Okay, so now how the graph looks like. Okay, so this is the graph. Okay, so y-axis for cost, x-axis for level activity. Okay, when you do not produce anything, you do not have to pay any variable cost. Once your unit or level activity increasing, the total cost, okay, total variable cost keep increasing in the same amount. So that's why you get straight line start from origin. Okay, for unit fixed cost, okay, whatever unit you produce, okay, the cost per unit will be same. If you refer to the table, 1 ringgit and 50 50 cents. Okay, so the horizontal line. Okay, the next one, the number 3 is semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost is also vary, but not in direct proportion to the volume of production because it contains both fixed and variable. Okay, so semi-variable contain fixed cost and also variable cost. Example is telephone bills. Okay, telephone bills example, uh, uh, basic rent is 26 ringgit. So if you use this is telephone fixed line phone. Okay, so if you do not use, you still have to pay 26 ringgit. So if you use it based on usage, if you use more, the cost will be higher. So that's why here, if you do not use, that means you do not use anything, you still have to pay. Example here, 26 ringgit for the rental of the line. Okay, when you start using, okay, usage, so it keeps increasing. So this semi-variable cost, okay, consists of variable cost and fixed cost here. Okay, so this is semi-variable cost, or we call it fixed cost. Okay, now we refer to the next one. Okay, step cost, number 4. So step cost, costs which are fixed over a range of activity and rises a new level of activity changes. Actually, it comes from the fixed cost. Okay, so step cost is actually it's a fixed cost, but it keeps changing in a small range. Okay, so example is supervisor salary. So it looks like a step. Okay, example, supervisor supervisor salary. So this is the cost for supervisor salary. That means the salary for supervisor that you have to pay. Okay, let's say one supervisor. Okay, the salary is RM 1,000. Salary of supervisor 1,000. So that supervisor can supervise 10 workers. Okay, can supervise, okay, can supervise 10 workers. Okay, so one worker can produce 100 units. So 100 unit, you need one supervisor. So one supervisor, the salary that you have to pay is RM 1,000. So if the company produce more than 100, okay, so let's say up to 200, so they need two supervisors because one supervisor can also sorry, this is one supervisor is 1,000 units. So here is 1,000 unit. Okay, one supervisor can supervise 10 workers. So one worker 100. So if 10 workers is 1,000 unit. So 1,000 unit can supervise by one supervisor. The salary is 1,000. So here 1,000 units. So the salary is 1,000. Okay, this is in RM. Okay, this in unit. So if you want to produce 2,000, you need 20 workers because one worker is 100. So 2,000 is, okay, 20 workers. Okay, 20 workers. Okay, you need two supervisors. So two supervisors. So the salary that you have to pay is 2,000. So after 1,000 unit, when you want to produce more than that, you need more than one supervisor. That means two supervisors up to 2,000 units. So the salary will be 2,000. So if you want to produce more than 2,000, 2,010, 2,001, you need three supervisors up to 3,000 unit. So two supervisors is 3,000. So it keep increasing immediately here. Okay, 3,000, 2,000 up to 3,000 units. So you need three supervisors. The cost for supervisors is 3,000. So this is the step cost look like. So it looks like step. So that's why we call it step step cost.